Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning on this last day of May. Woo! May came and went pretty quick. So January, February, March, April, May. 5 months down. 5 months down, 7 to go. We're almost halfway through the year. How are you doing on your goals for the year? Because you know we're halfway there, right? Yeah. May gone. June tomorrow. It's summer-ish, kind of, sort of. It's definitely feeling like summer here because it is. Here's the thing. When you get here, we're going to talk. We're going to chit-chat. We're going to see how everybody's doing. Remember, if I don't know who you are, you're going to be FU, Facebook user. I'll get you over to the YouTube side of things. But when you check in, let me know who you are, where you're from, what the weather is like, and what's in your cup. You like how I made all those things? So here's what we got. It's like 75 here already, and it's going to be like mid 90s. So it's going to be hot. And we got some errands and stuff to do today. So we'll see how that all plays out. But White Monster, can't go wrong starting the day with a White Monster. I've already had a bang. So the bang's out of the way, the Monster's on the way. And now, probably maybe coffee. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If you're new here, that's what you need to do. Check in. That's our morning check-in. Then the most important thing is your 5 things. What are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? Write them down on a list. Make a list, because then you can use this thing called a pen and check it off and feel accomplished for the day. At least that's what I have. So for us, I haven't made my list of 5. I've got a bunch of things that we need to get done, and I need to sort it down to 5 to make sure we do it. But things we got today. We've got DTF orders to print out. We weren't here Monday because it was a holiday. Let me know how you spent your holiday weekend in the comments below. We'll talk about how we spent ours. But we had the Memorial Day sale that we ran over the weekend. Remember, sales are during a specific time. You know, it'll start here and it has an end time. If you miss out on this, you can't say, hey, can you extend it for like another 4 days because I want to try some stuff out and order it and then see them from there. Sorry, it just doesn't work that way. That's why it's a sale for this time. Will there be another sale in June? More than likely, there'll be a sale in June. You just got to think, hey, is there a holiday or anything that's coming up that maybe it would be? You're going to get, if you're in our newsletter or on our email list, we're going to send out a newsletter tomorrow. We're going to see how it works out, but it's going to give you an updated schedule for the month to let you know what's going on, things like that. Because traditionally we're Monday through Friday, and that is from 8 to 4, 9 to 5. I want to be done by noon on Fridays. But as far as printing goes, same day printing has to be in by 10 a.m. Basically, anything after 10 is going to be considered next day, it's going to be considered next day. VIP members, we do our best to get those out, within 2 days. If you're paying for rush service, you're going to get that out in there, and then standard orders come in. So anybody who placed rush orders over the weekend, their stuff went out yesterday. VIP members, their stuff went out yesterday. All other orders then fall in line after that. So that's the benefits of being, paying for that extra rush fee, because we make sure that you're up there, and being that VIP because we make sure you're up there. So that's there. Now, what do we have today? Woo! Well, we have, there's a 3,000 sticker order that we're printing off now. We've got the book fair, so that's going to take some time out of the day. Kids get out early, so that takes time out of the day. So those 2 things are going to put a little wrench in stuff, but we're planning accordingly. We've got to print DTF. I've got jackets that need press, and I need to order supplies. So that's our big stuff, is order supplies, press jackets, that sticker order, print DTF, and then we've got the school things. So those are our 5 things for the day. So let us know, hey, what are your 5 things that you're going to accomplish today? And let's check in. Darren, as always, good morning to you. And Renee, from 77 on the way to 94. Look. Water in the bottle, coffee in the cup. Yeah, it's going to be a hot one. FU, Facebook user, good morning. Morning Mindset crew. That's right. MMC balls. Let's get in here. Remember, Facebook and StreamYard don't always play nice, but if you head over to fatdadlive.com, that gets you over to YouTube. When you're in YouTube land, make sure, like, subscribe, and then when we go live, you'll be notified. Most of all, I'll be able to see you. But the way that I can help is if you're commenting still from Facebook and we can't see you, just let us know who you are in the comments, and then we should be able to maybe, keep track of it there. Let's see. Where else were we? And Barb is not a fan of high temps either. Oh, I missed. The whole thing jumped down right there. There's Barb's. Good morning from North Central Minnesota. 65 and headed to humid 80. I like the humidity 80. May need to flip on the AC. Our AC is already on. Listen, folks, water in the cup ante. I am not one of those people who likes to wait till the last minute to turn on air condition and heat. Like last time I checked, I work to be comfortable. So if I'm hot, I'm turning on the AC. If I'm cold, I'm turning on the heat. I'm not one of those. You can't turn on the AC until June, and you can't turn on the heat until November. Grab a blanket. What? No, 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 no. I'm hot. I'm cold. I'm turning it on. That's just me. Like if you're one of the holdouts and you're doing good by you, absolutely go for it. You knock yourself out. But me, I'm fat. I want to be comfortable. I'm turning on the AC as soon as I can. So sorry, not sorry, not at all. Barb's 5 things: check digitized patch files, run a stitch out, banking, put away sewing supplies, test drop down menus from the website, look at garden banners for DTF, embroidery and sublimation. Awesome day there in front of Barb. Kelly's checking in, 51 in Cali. We're 20 degrees warmer. We're almost now it says it's 79. 79. So 28 degrees warmer here in Illinois. George, good morning to you. George, did you get your I got to figure out, maybe I'll have to talk to you today, what it actually is that you need to go there. But your order is printing out this morning, and I see you submitted another one. So I think I'll just add that one to that one, and we'll get that taken care of, and then we can meet up this afternoon or something. Jeff, good morning to you. And another Facebook user, FU, good morning as well. We got that one. That one was not a fan of the high temps either. Kelly's 5 things. Where do I start? That's what I did, Kelly. I have a long list, and I just got to go through and prioritize it. Engraving T-shirts, quote, race car decals, bills, and more. Yep, I'm right there with you. Darren, this morning went to the dentist, and guess whose appointment is tomorrow? Good job, buddy. While there, got my calendar reminded and realized it's not the first. For whatever reason, my son thought that too because he's getting a haircut on the first, and he kept saying Wednesday, and so I started believing it was Wednesday. And I'm like, no, it's Thursday. It's Thursday from there, and there we go. From Ellsworth, Maine. Well, thank you for joining us from Maine and drinking White Monster. Also, cheers, my friend. Cheers. What bang flavor? It was the purple one, the one that tastes like a grape. What is it? Purple passion? Is that what it is? It tastes like the grape freezer pop. Highly recommend that one. That one's a good one for me to start off the morning with. And Renee to Barb agreed. Unless I'm sitting by a pool or a beach and I have an umbrella drink in my hand, it should not be this hot. Well, we could pour sand in your backyard, and there could be a kiddie pool, and we can put up an umbrella. So I think you just make the most of it. You could always drive in the city and go to the beach, right? And then there's water, beach, sand, umbrella. You can do that too. Yeah, every day is Blur's Day, especially short weeks. Short weeks throw everything. I think it's the week before because you're trying to get as much done for the short week, and then the week of because it's a short week and trying to realize what day everything there. Are we going to Indy? I don't know yet. Because that's quickly coming upon us. Because here's the thing. That is let's take a look at it. That's June 15th and 16th, right? June 15th and 16th. So if my stuff is correct, that's a Thursday and Friday. So by all my accounts, that's Saturday, Hattie's birthday, and Saturday is also what? That Saturday is also my nephew's graduation party. And if I remember correctly, let's see, the 17th is also my daughter's dance recital. So the 17th, we've got Hattie's birthday. Delaney is dancing for her recital, and we have a graduation party. So that's where everything goes really wonky, really quick. And then the Sunday is Father's Day. So it's a crazy thing. So I don't know. Good timing for it to be in the week because it pretty much we'd have to leave Friday to be back. So, it's like a 6-hour drive back after a show, which means we're getting back late. So I'm going to say it's a 50-50 shot right now once I started looking at everything that is going on that weekend. But looks like there's going to be a good amount of vendors there and some great education. So why not? Brian's got 70 and sunny and Mountain Dew in the cup, 2 sheriff's vehicles, positives, embroidery, quotes, retractable banner, artwork. Brian, How do you feel about retractable banners? They scare the hell out of me. I think it was because the first one I did, I pulled the pin early, and so then I had to rewind it and put a pin back in it. And ever since then, they've scared me. And we've done, I don't know, maybe 50, 75 of them since. It's not, that's what's crazy is on this whole print side of things, we don't push that side enough, and we really should. But on something like that, yeah, it scared the hell out of me the first time I did it because my heart sunk, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta make this work," and it did not. It did not go as planned that day, but the customer loved it when it all turned out. So I really like doing those. And here we go, Jenny. From Elkhart, Indiana. It's supposed to be hot today. Water in the cup. Yeah, it is. T-Town doesn't have his 5 things, but one bigger embroidery polo shirt order. Softball game tonight. We'll work on marketing things to work on the embroidery he's going. We'll see. Multitasking. That's always a plus. And Darren's 5 things. Mop up where the door and walls leak when it rains. Well, that sounds fun. Figure out how to fix a hole in my tractor radiator that I found last night in the rain and wrap the granddaughter's presents. Darren, you're not old enough to have grandkids, are you? I mean, I guess I'm old enough to have grandkids, so yeah, it only makes sense. Uh, Fix a hole. Where's the hole at? Is it so at least on the side? I've always found sides are easy repairs. You can braze them, but anything in the center, yeah, good luck. Good luck there. And T-Town's got 74 right now. AC is coming on today for sure. I'm right there with you. Toledo, Ohio. This weekend, I tied in my new deck with a nice vinyl fence in the backyard. It was a crazy busy weekend. Ours was too. I was very project based. So mower, I got that rigged to work because the lever broke to engage the mower deck. I've been battling this mower deck for like a month, and the cable came out, and so I got a new piece on order. But in the meantime, I still got to cut the grass, so I was able to rig it up and use some channel locks and to pull out the cable, and then I put some vice grips right there to clamp the lever, clamp the cable, so the mower was always engaged. Super dangerous, but hey, I needed to cut the grass, so that was one day. Another day, we found the water bill was higher than what it normally was, and we're like, "What the hell? What's going on?" There is something there. So we've come to find out that we had a leaky toilet. That it was just the valve was filling more in the tank. So that was a rebuild the toilet day. You know what's great is that unless you take it all apart first, it's hard to know what exactly you need and whether you need, a 3-inch stopper or a 4-inch stopper in the base until you pull it apart and see what it actually is. So I had to make a couple trips to the hardware store. Not uncommon, right? A couple of trips to the hardware store, but we got that fixed. And then we had a water spigot that the valve broke in it, and so we just had to shut it off on the inside because it was an older one. It was going to have to be brazed in, whatever. And it was just like, you know what? We've got the one in the backyard. We can run the hose through the garage if we need it. Corey's been wanting one for a while. Now that she's got the new patio out front, she wants to add flowers and water. And watering cans just was kind of a pain. So this weekend, I went ahead and pulled out the old spigot, cut it off. And then what I did was ran a new one with PEX. Man, PEX changes. If you're a plumber, PEX is your magic tool. Running that out there, I saw how easy that was. I just teed into a line, boom, took a line out, ran it up, put it on the other end. Oh, that was amazing. Which now I'm thinking, that wasn't too bad. I can drill a hole, put another one there, and I can run a hot water one outside, which would be awesome for washing cars, using the power washer. So I think that's what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to do that same thing again, and I'm going to do a hot water one. So we have hot water outside for that, because why not? It was super simple, and it was like under $100 for everything. So why not? I think that'd be cool. What about you? Do you think that'd be cool to have a hot water spigot outside? So this project base got those 3 done. Then we grilled up. What did we grill up? We had some burgers and dogs one night. We had some ribs one night. We had some pulled pork one night. We had some chicken drumsticks one night. We did breakfast on the griddle. So I got fat all weekend. I had some beers, had some food, had some golf cart trips, around the neighborhood, down the river. Kids played in the river and sand. Scared a snake away. Hey, it was good times. I think we almost saved a turtle too. Somebody got to it before we had a chance to save it, but it was a pretty good weekend. And now it's going to be hot this week. We still have 8 days left of school. 8 days left of school. School's not out until next Friday, so looking forward to getting that all done and over with. Jeff's got 73 already in Northern Kentucky. Diet Coke on the rocks. Very nice. Printing, buying some vinyl. Packing, finding happy place with new printer. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. And Jerry, oh, did I just hear Corey? Hey, do you want to go hit that button to hit that to print again? So I'm going to have her. What? I sent you a message. What? Okay. So yeah, you'll pick those up and get those ordered. We got field day and people are still trickling in orders on shirts, and so it was trying to get stuff there. They got like 13 minutes to get up to school for that stuff. So Jerry, morning tea in the cup. Meet with two customers. Order from Renee. Invoices and quotes. Love that. Support the community. If somebody in here offers something, hey, support them. Right? Maybe it might be a little bit more than ordering from the big box name, but at the end of the day, you're helping out a fellow member. You're helping out a fellow compadre. You never know what you might be able to offer that, they work back and forth. So, Renee's our go-to for patches. See, patches. Here we go. Ooh, leather patches. There's that. You want to go find her? Right there. Ooh, where's it at? There it is. 3330. Oh, custom designs. Go get with Renee and she'll take care of all your patch needs. Facebook user. We do retractable banners all the time. I actually don't mind them anymore. Yeah, I don't mind them after I realized that I wasn't supposed to pull that pin. It wasn't too bad that first time. Go through there, make it work. But man, after I pulled that pin, that made it all there. I love retractables. Made hundreds and repaired a lot of them. Is there a trick if that thing actually gets rolled up in there? Like, did I just miss something? Like, I know leave the pin in, but like on one that you've already done and somebody swapped out, I've done two that way and they didn't have a pin, so I made a pin. So is there? Give me your hits for it. Ooh, we visited 5 of the castles in Missouri over the weekend. I honestly did not know that Missouri had any castles. That's something new. What kind of castles are these? Because I might have to go down as I'm doing some production today, and I have on there castles of Missouri might be on my thing. What do these castles entail? Like, are they working castles? I mean, working like museum type castles? They're homes? Tell me more about this. There will be 52 this year. The hole is in the lower left center. Ooh, yeah, it's not even at the top. It's at the bottom left center. You can get to it. I have faith in you, Reza. 52. So you're not that much older than me. So yeah, that would make sense because our oldest is 28. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We could be grandparents anytime. Yeah, we can. Um, I have both hot and cold water outside. Love it. So see, Barb loves that. Goes there. Love to see your grill recipes. We're talking about that, doing a little sidebar channel of Fat Dad Barbecue because I do love that. I went down the list. We were just talking last night on Netflix. Barbecue Showdown, new season of that started, and so we went through it, and I was like, I could not be on this because I don't know if I could think on my feet like that. And Corey's like, yeah, you could. You would be fine on it. And I'm like, really? You think so? She goes, yeah, you'd be good on it. So to go through it, I was like, ooh. I'm like, see what I still need. I said I still want a Santa Maria grill. I probably use it every so often, but I still want that. I wouldn't mind, a Komodo style cooker. Because right now what we have, so I've got the griddle, I've got my gas grill, I've got the pellet grill, I've got the gravity fed. So that's what they got. So I need a good. My offset, the firebox finally took a dump on me last summer, and just got rid of it. So I need to upgrade for that. I should get a Weber kettle. I should probably get about 5 more grills, and then I would be happy. Maybe. Well, then I got the electric smoker too because that's great for jerky and cheeses. Yeah, I need to get more. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people that school was out last week. You bums, we still got like 2 weeks to go. But 90, we said, hey, last year this time you were out, but the year before, if it was 90, you would have got out early because it was hot. Not anymore. You guys got air conditioning, so you're staying in school all day. Ooh, football practice started already. Yikes! 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 See, Brian, I didn't know that Missouri had castles. Minnesota, I think, has 3. Now, I know Illinois has 1 because there is one close to it by us. They brought it over brick by brick, and it is a private residence. They don't want you up there messing around with it. Mark could be a great grandpa by now. Me, not so much. Well, technically, you could because, if we had kids at 18, at 36, and they had one, And then, hey, right after that, it's pretty damn close. One castle was made to look like a Scottish castle and started in the 1890s. Very nice. Jose, good morning to you. Kentucky has I did not know. Okay. For whatever reason, I assumed up in the Northeast there's going to be more castles because, of just settlers coming over. And, that was the thing to build castles. So when, we saw the one here, I thought that was cool. But I didn't realize there were so many castles. I just didn't. And what constitute is a castle? Like I don't know. I guess what's the definition of a castle? Jose, good morning, good morning, good morning. And Brian says one was a prison originally in Kansas City. Interesting. So, fun fact: I was said that I won the lotto, and I don't. I'm a cheap lotto player. I don't touch that lotto until it hits like the third figure, until it's the hundreds of millions, because I don't. What's 7 million going to get me? A headache, right? That's what 7 million is going to get me. 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, billion. Now we're talking some sweet stuff with that. And why? I want to buy an old prison. I want to buy an old prison as my residence. And it's more or less to keep people out. Don't come bother me. You got to go through all this to get to me. So, no car insurance people extending warranty stuff to me. You got to get through those, have the guard towers and have all of that. So that's what I want, win the lottery and go that way with it. How do you go from a prison to a castle? I mean, isn't it the same, right? It's a castle. One person's trash is another man's treasure. One person's prison is another man's castle. Isn't that how it works? I don't know. One was built by the Knights of Pythons. Pythons, is that right? With 2 foot thick stone walls to be an orphanage and a retirement home. So these are like interesting stuff, man. I'm gonna totally go down this rabbit hole today. Totally go down this rabbit hole of stuff. Oh, because caches really intrigue me. Anytime, any kind of stonework, anything like that, it'd be an amazing thing. My point is, how like now there's old hotels and stuff that we've been into that were around before electricity, and so things have been homes, the older stuff that we've got some in our area, in the Broadway district and things like that, where there was a power in them before. So instead of running through the wall, everything's outside the wall and it's all covered and comes up like that. I wonder if that's the same way they do it in a castle. I don't know. And what do you use for heat? How insulating? Like just think about that. Like no insulation, no AC. Growing up, we did not have AC. I don't think we got AC until like the 90s, to be honest with you. Main reason at my grandparents' house, my grandpa was a line worker at John Deere. And in there, it's 100+ degrees. And so to come home where it's 85 degrees was cool to him, but they didn't want to have that extreme temperature change, shock to your system, whatever. At least that was the excuse we heard growing up. And my grandfather, unfortunately, drowned in the summer of the 4th of July weekend, 1980. I remember that day. But after that, it was like, well, we never got it. It was just because we're used to it. So it wasn't until, later on in life that we get in the house with the AC. And it's like, besides the window units, like, what is this? Because we had a couple houses that had window units built in the wall, right? You remember those? And then, this whole central air came on and that changed everything. But yeah, like I said, when I tell you guys, we weren't the most well off. I think we had a great bringing up, and it made us appreciate the things we have. And that's why now I can afford to turn on the AC. I'm turning on the AC when I get hot. I turn on the heat when I get cold. I'm not rubbing two pennies together hoping for this. Though, that's why I think where there are some of those stories of you were made from where you came from, and I think I'm one of them. It made me who I turned out to, and I wouldn't change a thing. Wouldn't change a thing because I don't know if I would be who I was if I did. Yeah, see, good point. Good point there. Well, we have one in Topeka. It's a small. My home is larger. Really? Owner turned the land into a winery. Okay, I get that. Another in Manhattan. That's a home. Another used to be a gym for K-State and a few. Really? I guess I just did not realize there were so many castles in the United States. Just blows my mind. I don't know. You're right, Jerry? We come for business and we got a great history lesson. And that's the thing is, I didn't know this. How many of you knew that there were so many castles around? Like, I didn't. There's a house that's here. The last it sold was a couple of years ago for about 1.1 mil. And I said, man, I totally want to buy that. It's actually on an island in the Mississippi River. And it has two residences. So it has the island one, and then it's got a little smaller one that's on land. That's where garage and things are. But I'm like, that's what you wouldn't know it's not there unless you were looking for it. But that's something else I wanted. I want to buy a house on an island, preferably somewhere warm, because what's the point of living on an island when it's going to be cold? But I like that island living that, hey, nobody can bother me, So I guess I don't know how UPS delivers on that. It's got to be, I don't know. There's got to be something interesting. All right, we learned a lot today, but we've got a lot to do. It looks like it's going to be a rock solid day. And I think Tanya and Jay, Jay's dropping Tanya off close to us here in Milan. I think I'm going to try and get with Jay for lunch today. So I think that falls in between the time of school stuff and then pick up the kids for school. So I can work up until that, take it some lunch, do that, and then hit it back this afternoon. So we've got that. We're going to see. We can make things work. Tomorrow, believe there's going to be a bundle drop. At least if we don't do a live, there will be a bundle drop. It's going to be 2 or 3 bundles, bundle only. It's not individual transfers, just bundle only for Juneteenth. Then we've got some Father's Day stuff coming up and 4th of July stuff coming up. So we've got a lot there. Oh, where's it at? There's a website about castles in America. Went down the rabbit hole, was trying to decide what to build. Oh, what? Castles in America. That sounds like that should be a Netflix show. Castles in America. It's there. It's got to be there. There's castles all over. Rich people go to Europe and then come back and want one of their own. I can see that. I did not. I think Ohio has one for sure. Yeah, see? Thanks for the website. All right. Alex, so we got stuff to do. You guys got stuff to do. We're going to get rocking and rolling on stuff. We'll probably be back tomorrow. Might not be live, but there will be a bundle drop to do that. Friday, morning mindset, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So we will kick off end the week on a high note, and then be back to do it all over again next week. Yeah, because that's what we do, right? That's what we do. Get you in and out of here so you can start your day and all of that stuff that comes along with it. Ooh, what's going on over here? Oh, something worked like it should work. All right. You guys have an amazing day. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.